Hey guys, how you guys doing? It is our back with another video, and today we're gonna take a look at the MapleStory September update summary, everybody. We got a brand new epic dungeon, brand new content over here, level 280 and above, right? This is the Nightmare Fairyland over here, everybody. Alright, so this is a very insane turning point, a story, and we're gonna go through this in a bit and show you guys how it looks like. I played through it, and we're gonna take a look at job balancing as well. And there's a new heart over here, everybody. It got a lot of things coming out over here. It's kind of insane. Okay, let's take a look at the brand new epic dungeon first, everybody. So let's take a look at Nightmare Fairyland over here. So Nightmare Fairyland is 7 stages over here, everybody, and at each of the stages you can see that you need to complete some of these mini game missions over here to actually clear it. Okay, so you gotta clear the mobs, get the gauge up, right? Every 200 gauge over here, and you go up. Then after that you basically press on the keyboard, right? Depending on what alphabet is shown over there. So there are a total of 7 stages. Each of the stage is a little bit different, okay? And then you can see this over here. This is stage 2. You gotta find the mischief over here, right? With hiding in the mist, similar. You can just do this. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. And then we got stage 4 over here. This one is this is very interesting. So in stage 4 you gotta fly. You gotta fly like Ho Young and the Young Ho over here, everybody. So you fly to avoid getting hits. Okay, you can see the rocks over there that is actually blocking you. You can actually clear them. Okay, you say use a tap here. This is infinity over here. As long as you don't die, okay, as long as you don't die, you just go all the way and don't get hit by all this bats and flam evil birds over here. You just go up and then you just clear it. Oh, you get hit, then you die. You die, you go back to the starting point. Yeah, it's a pretty long distance over here, everybody. So you gotta make sure you survive. So you gotta survive. As I say over here, I want to clear this entire block. Just clear it all the way. Okay, you can go all the way up to the end. What do you get up to the end? You got a boss. Okay, and this is basically another mode over here, stage 5. Stage 5 over here is a different boss mode. This is kind of insane, okay? She got possessed over here, everybody. Look at that, and you got to do this as well. Alright, depending on what is showing, you gotta clear it. You gotta clear all this to survive, everybody. Alright, you gotta survive. If not, you will be dead. Alright, you can see it, you can do this as well. Okay, and you got more stages over here. The boss stage itself, okay? More alphabets, okay? So you got, this is like a inner section of the boss. Okay, you gotta clear like all 4 of this over here. You get all 4 of this. Once you clear all of this, you will clear the boss, and there is going to this mode where you can just type in the alphabets that is shown in the screen. Once you clear this, then you fight. Go out and fight back the boss. It's pretty nice animation. The BGM is actually lit as well. So, and then you fight the boss. And then you're going to go into the boss again. And then there's a lot of attacks over here. Recommended for you to have at least 80 mil combat power. 80, right? 80 mil combat. I'm having 70 mil combat power. It took me about 30 minutes to finish. But the EXP is absolutely amazing, everybody. Okay, so yeah, you gotta do this, and yeah, if you have 100 mil combat power, you will be a breeze. Okay, but if you don't have it, you have like 70 mil, it's gonna take you 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna take a while. So once you clear this over here, right, this is basically the clear rewards. It scales all the way up to level 294. I know right now the content doesn't actually scales up to 294. It scales up to 290 only. But now in this update, all the EXP contents over here will scale up to 294. That means at level 290 to 294, you'll be able to get more EXP depending on what level you are at. Only in this update onwards, okay? Now, you can see that I'm at 286 over here. I get 927 million EXP, everybody. This is just level 0, alright? This is some really, really good shit. And if I were to get the level 1, level 2, level 3, actually, I'm not going to show you in the game. Okay, now, let me show you in the game over here and how it looks like. So, it's actually in Arteria. Okay, alright, it's on Arteria. I'm going to show, this is how to clear the mind map over here. Yes, Epic Dungeon, you can still clear 2 in the entire world. Of course, 2 different characters. Right, 1 character, only clear 1. Then, you'll be able to see over here. Alright, look at the EXP. Look at the EXP, everybody. Level 1 over here, 32%. Everybody. Level 2, 7.4 trillion EXP, everybody. Of course, you can see that level 1 is 12.5 and level 2 is 50k. Haha. And if you were to say you want this as well, you got more over here. And of course, KMS does not have fragments, so it's an overseas thing. And let's just say you want to get both of it, you need to pay 100k over here, which is kinda insane. Okay, yeah, so that is basically it for the epic dungeon, the brand new epic dungeon, Nightmare Fairyland over here. A level 280 epic dungeon, absolutely insane EXP. You get that 50k. This is a superb, insanely good EXP, everybody. Absolutely amazing. Now, a brand new hut over here, everybody. Plasma hut. Alright, since previously Black Hut has been removed over there from the game, they're adding this plasma hut over here. Okay, how does this plasma hut actually works? Okay, so in order to get this plasma hut, you need to buy it from the mesos shop, which is 1.5 billion mesos. But there is a requirement to actually get this hut. In order to buy this hut, you need to at least have this hut before. Either you boom it, or you have this hut before, or you already upgraded transfer your hut. Okay, so basically, this hut, you can basically transfer your fairy hut, titanium hut, or liquid metal hut over, which is something like this. Okay, you transfer your hut over to this plasma hut over here, everybody. Okay, now how do you actually transfer it over is that you need to clear bosses. They don't make it that easy. You need to clear the bosses over here, everybody. To get the coins from this event, now it's only in the event shop, you need to get this item over here to basically transfer your example, my fairy hut over here, I can transfer it to this one. Okay, but don't worry, all the stats will be transferred over. Alright, your Star Force enhancement stage will also be transferred over. Now, potential, additional potential, all will be transferred over to that hut. So how do you get this coin, right? So in order to get this coin over here, let me get this. I'm gonna show you. You need to basically clear easy, Carling, and above to get this coin. Okay, you can see easy Carling, I get 5 coins over here. That item costs 10. So if you just say you can clear normal colors, you get like 15 coins. So easily you'll be able to get it. And you can see that these are the bosses above. You'll be able to get the coins. So in order to get the coins, you buy this specific item, the upgradable item. Then you transfer it over to the new hut. Or if you boom it, let's just say you transfer it over already, you boom it, then you can buy it from the meso shop over here. Alright, else you cannot buy it at all. Alright, so you boom it, you buy it over here. So this is a 20 star, 20 star over here, all stat plus 10, max HP MP plus 500, weapon attack, magic attack plus 5, and ignores enemies defense plus 15. You can only buy this 3 per Maple ID. So basically it says if you really unlucky, alright, you cannot get to 20 star within this 3. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think they should add more, man. They are very confident that you can get 20 star with 3. Okay, everybody, like good shit. Okay, so yeah, you can transfer this to a permanent plasma hut over here. Alright, brand new hut in the game. It's actually cheaper than the fairy hut. Fairy hut was like 2 bill in KMS. I know overseas servers are a little bit different. So yeah. That's basically it for the plasma hut that's replacing the black hut, everybody. Alright. Now let's take a look at some combat improvements. You can now clear Genesis or Destiny mission in practice mode over here. Yes, you actually go into practice mode to actually clear Genesis mission over here. It actually applies, right? You can see this over here, the criteria. You go in and actually use practice mode for Genesis mission. Alright, it's actually really good shit. Okay, so now the next one over here, which is buff. Okay, so there is a buff over here. Alright, this is the buff. Okay, the buff items. So now when you use the buff, okay, you use the buff over here, and okay, I cannot actually use it. Okay, there we go. I used the buff already. So I use the buff over here. I can reuse it again to actually would tell you that it actually doesn't. And practice mode it doesn't. Okay, there we go. So actually I use the buff over here. There we go. And I want to use the buff again. It will actually prompt you to either saying that, hey, do you want to reuse all this buff? Because if you reuse all this buff, it will replace it. Or you just want to use the buff that is basically expired. Those buffs that are expired, then don't need. Okay, so let's just say I want to use it again, reuse. Let's say I want to keep it, I'm going to keep it, then it will not reuse it anymore. It's actually a really good feature over here. Okay, now next one. I want to show you guys this is really good stuff as well. Now, when you're attacking, it actually attacks over here in the effects. These are basically the effects, right? There is a new option over here whereby you can actually choose to show the attack only. Okay, as you can see, it only shows the attack. It will not show my skill. Alright, you can see that the transparency of the skill is actually really low. Right? Or let's just say I want to hit it 2 also, my attacks, my skill also really low. Alright, or you want to swap it around, up to you. You want to go into your skills only, but your attacks is actually like not showing at all. It depends, up to you. Okay, that's the settings right now. Oh shit, now there we go. That's technology, everybody. And also, they also have a new scaling feature over here, right? The scaling, you take a look at this dummy over here, right? There's a scaling over here to be sharp or vivid. Okay, you can see this is a little bit lesser in terms of the sharpness of the content. Okay, and if I were to go into the map, you can see that look at the NPCs. Okay, take a look at the NPCs. Okay, take a look at the NPCs. Now it is not so sharp. It's just a little bit smoother, and now I can take a look at it. It's much clearer. So there is a brand new option to make it look less sharp. Some people are like, it's so sharp. No, let's take a look at this. It's less sharp. Okay, it actually blends with it right now. Alright, or you prefer the sharpness of it, can remain it as the sharp. This is the beta settings over here, and enabled it. Yeah, and so again, this is the sharper version of it. Okay, so yeah, that's the settings over there, everybody. Now, VIP Sauna over here, everybody. There's a new UI for the VIP Sauna. You can click on this question mark over here to learn more about the details. Right? It will pop out a notice. Now, this UI will actually show you how much EXP you will get if you AFK for 2 hours. You can buy more over here, up to you. You can buy a maximum 46, right? Which is 48 hours. Okay? And you can actually set what level you want to stop. For example, I want to let it stop at level 287, and then it won't use up the rest of the ticket. I mean, the hours over there. So it's actually really good because if you want to level up a character to level 220, you don't need to come back home and then just log out the character, right? No need to do that. You just need to set whatever level you want. You just AFK that level, it will automatically get out of the map. And of course, if you AFK long enough, you'll be able to get all this very nice furniture over here. Okay, yeah, so this is the VIP Sauna quality of life changes, everybody. Alright, good shit. Now, another expansion of the content will be Union Champion, everybody, or Legion Champion. There will be a 4th slot will be available now, everybody. Alright, currently it's just 3 slots. Now the 4th one is available. Now the criteria over here to unlock the future slots, these are not available yet. They said they will release in the near future. Okay, they will basically gauge the update. So as you can see over here, the 4th slot requires 3A rank. Okay, the 5th slot and 6th slot over here, the 5th slot requires 4S. That means 4 heart. Say it in, everybody. Okay, the 6th slot requires 5SS. It means 5 of your champion SS, everybody, which is kind of insane. Holy shit, my guys. So yeah, that is for the Union Champion and Legion Champion expansion, everybody. Absolutely insane. Now, Illusion Ring Season 2 is here, everybody. You can see that those are the top one, the regular one, the bottom one are the premium one, the legendary one over there. You can turn yourself into a vac pet, or you turn yourself into a chicken, or a very nice snail over there, everybody. Alright, absolutely amazing. There's the Illusion Ring, okay, that's on sale. And there's a new one over here, which is all the VIP membership over here. Okay, so this is similar to the PC room benefit. Okay, those who cannot access the PC room benefit, you can actually buy this VIP membership over here. Okay, it's an in-game membership where you can basically buy it with 4.9k NX only, and you can buy it 6 per week. Right, each ticket lasts for 6 hours, which is actually really good. Okay, the maximum is just 6 hours over there. Right, that's all you can do it. And what stats you can basically get over here is basically the PC cafe stats over here. 30% EXP, got drop 10%. Soda from bosses is 100% extra. You got 50 Star Force over there and 30 Authentic Force. You got a discount of 5% for Star Force for 17 stars below. Okay, and when you die, you just revive in the same map over there and all that stuff over here, right? And you have an auction house discount as well. You got fever time always, right? So all of them are all here. Okay, so this is basically the newly added VIP membership where you cannot go to the PC cafe, you can actually use it here. Alright, it's an extra benefit for players, right? You don't have to go out. It's not sure it's going into overseas servers or not, but this is actually really intense shit, right? You can do buy like 6 per week, which is yeah, it's per Maple ID as well. Okay, do take note, yeah? Okay. Now, the moment we have been waiting for. Job balancing, everybody. Alright, there's a lot of jobs over here. Some got some insane changes. Okay, so let's go on with the common skills first, everybody. Okay, so the 5th job common skills, the one that uses HP percentage and all that, now all will be HP 100. Only use 100 HP. Okay, all this only use 100 except for HS. I don't know why. Okay, it's just still 3400, but the rest of it is just 100 HP. Right? Even yeah, Crest 100 HP over here. Right, all this 100 HP. Right, so it's actually really easy for you to do bosses. It only uses 100 HP now. Even the Transcendent. Okay, body of skill, everything over here you can see 100 HP. It's really good change. Okay? All is 100 HP over here. Do take note. Absolutely amazing over here. Now, moving on. Now, the next common skill over here, everybody, which is the Cygnus Phalanx. Okay, so the Cygnus Phalanx skill over here, this is actually really good. Now, they changed it to 60 seconds cooldown. Duration is 15 seconds. Now, you can use the arrow down key to resummon it. So let's just say I want to summon it over here. Okay, I can resummon it, okay, and it go back, and then resummon it over here, and it goes there, and change direction. This is really good. I can resummon it as well, alright? So to change direction. Now, there's another thing, right? If you want to have it in a specific location, how you do it is that you right click it, okay, you summon it, it will just stay there. It will not move. You press it again to move, okay, you press it again to move. That's it. You can resummon it to in a specific position. Hey, as you can see over here, I can just click one time without my arrow key down. It will just stick there forever. Okay, I click it again, right, to resummon it anywhere I want. Alright, I want to resummon anywhere I want, which is actually really good. This is really good quality of life changes, everybody. Okay, now next off. Now, Guided Arrow. Guided Arrow has changes for Pathfinder, Wild Hunter, and Kain. So let's take a look at the Kain one over here. Looks like that. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Look at this. Alright, yeah, look at it. Wow. And see, this is how it attacks. It's like a bling effect over here, everybody. Now, this is the Pathfinder version. This is how the summon looks like. It's actually pretty damn lit. Look at that. The Pathfinder one is actually damn lit. This is how the attacks looks like. It actually matches the color of Pathfinder as well, right? Insane. Now, this is how the Wild Hunter one looks like. It's orange in color. Look at that. And this is how the attack looks like. Bling bling, everybody. Ew, yeah. Now, for Warrior Common Up Jump skill, it actually has been removed over here to put it in this skill. This one you still cannot drag it in. So how it works is that you need to use the arrow key and jump. Arrow key and jump. Arrow key and jump over here. Okay, so you get arrow key and jump, you can still flash jump over. Arrow key and jump, flash jump over. Alright, this is how it looks like. But if you actually say you flash jump over, you cannot go up. You flash jump over, you can go up. Right, you have to land on the ground. If you flash jump over, then only you can go up. So do take note, yeah. See, you gotta be like that. But when you up jump, you can just flash jump. Right, so this goes for the same as Dark Knight, right? Hero and Paladin, right? Don't worry, they are all the same. Okay, so yeah, they are all the same. Now, since we are in hero, now we're gonna take a look at the main course of the menu, everybody. The skill balancing, everybody. A lot of jobs over here got their skills or toggles turns into passive, which is good. And a lot of jobs also have their action delay reduced by a lot. Okay, so example for hero over here, they got their action delay reduced by a lot. And the skill over here that actually being passive, which is the ops. Yes, for hero is the ops over here, everybody. And a lot of players mentioned that hero got nerfed, but do take note, this is still in the tester. We gotta wait for the official server for the actual numbers over here. Do take note, everything is still in the test server. Now, let's move on to the next job, everybody. Now, Pathfinder, everybody. Now, Pathfinder got their changes with the debuff, everybody. As you can see, there's no more ancient curse debuff. It's totally been removed, okay? And also when you are full with the gauge, right, they actually give you final damage. Now, that doesn't work anymore. It will actually goes into this passive right now. Look at that, it's actually 28% final damage. Previously, it's 20. So they increased it over here, alright? They added final damage over here, everybody. So you don't need to worry about your gauge anymore, just hit because the passive actually directly gives you the final damage here. And now some of the skills cooldown has been changed, right? This is 5 seconds now, okay? So you get every 5 seconds you can just use this. And then of course with this as well, right? This is actually 10 seconds, right? These are all 10 seconds cooldown now. And there's also a dash skill over here. This is new, right? This is the dash skill. Right, you can just dash, but of course when you're jumping you cannot dash, okay, on the ground only. So just when you're attacking over here you can just dash, right, and you attack over here you can just dash over, and then attack over here and then you just dash over, right? You have to stop a little bit and in order for you to dash. It's not like it will cancel it, you have to like dash. So if you want to press the key down over here, it actually loads pretty fast. Yeah, it actually looks pretty damn fast over here, everybody. Alright, so yeah, that is major changes for the Pathfinder over here, everybody. Nightlord, everybody. And Nightlord also have a brand new dash skill over here, everybody. Alright, your up jump and this one's still available, but that's a new dash skill. Look at that. Hey, similar to Pathfinder, you get a new dash skill over here, everybody. Alright, and also the Mark of Assassin is now a passive skill. Okay, you don't need to worry about that anymore. And of course, with this, there's some quality of life changes over here. You can add more skills over here to the buff sequence, everybody. And there are some changes to quadruple throw. So quadruple throw will can attack up to 4 enemies, okay? And you will prioritize the monster with the highest HP, the boss monster with the highest HP. So let's just say I'm gonna buff up, and the range is actually a little bit you would see how it goes, okay? So I'm gonna just buff up over here, okay? And you can see, yeah, it's slightly lower, as you can see, alright? It's just slightly lower, you see? You see the range is slightly lower. Previously, it just go all the way down here. It starts down here. Now it's just slightly lower. Okay, and it actually hits the most better. So yeah, it's just slightly lower. It's splashed to the top at the top over there. Okay, so that's for quadruple throw, which is like this. Right? Then this one is just the normal one over here, everybody. Alright, now moving on. Before moving on, one more thing, very important. Last time when you're on iframe, you cannot actually hit. Now, when you're on iframe, you can actually hit right now. Good shit, everybody. Now, really moving on, everybody. Alright, Canonmaster or Cannon Shooter, everybody, right? They move some of the skills around, right? So ICBM no longer gives you iframe, but you can actually use it on air, everybody, alright? Your iframe skill actually changed to this one over here, okay? 1.2 seconds of iframe, cooldown is 30 seconds over here, everybody. Okay, so this is how it looks like if I were to use the skill. That's how it looks like. See? That's the shield over there. Okay, that's 30 seconds cooldown. Now, there's also some other skills that has been changed over here. So you got another new skill over here, which is Slumber. Okay, so when you use this skill, this is a toggle. Okay, toggle over here, use this skill, you will be able to get 50%, a 55% chance to slow an enemy down, including boss monsters as well, for 5 seconds. Okay, so how it looks like, you can see over there, if I were to use a skill, See if it, yeah, you can see that there's a slow at the top. There's a 55% chance. And now there's a passive over here. This has been moved. Okay, so the passive over here is 10% final damage, 15% critical damage, and 20% critical rate. This is actually been moved from buckshot over here, everybody. Okay, yeah, so that's another skill over here, which is the monkey. What is this? Support the monkey. So basically you summon this for 60 seconds. Alright, it will come over here. It will just automatically attack enemies over here for yourself. Alright, 60 seconds, then you just summon. 60 seconds, then you just summon. Alright, you can just keep summoning. Alright, just in case you forgot it, you just keep summoning over here. Alright, so yeah, it just attack like this. Alright, so absolutely amazing. The rest of the skills will still remain, no changes over here. Alright, you're gonna do this as well. Alright, and then you can just do attack and all this. Everything is still here. And all the 5th job skill over here, you can actually use it on air right now, everybody. Right? Good shit, everybody. Now, Soulmaster, everybody. One of the jobs that has some pretty significant changes. The gauge is removed. No more like sun or light. No sun, moon, nothing. It's the same. Look at this. It's just the same thing, right? It doesn't really matter whichever skill you use, because when you use it, it just automatically changes by itself. You don't need to do anything over here. And the cosmic balls over here, you do not require to charge it anymore. Alright, no requirement to charge the balls. The balls will automatically attack by itself. Okay, automatically, no more balls charging. Okay, which is actually really good. Now, buff. You can actually add buffs over here as well. Okay, so you can just toggle all of this at one go. You will be able to change. You can charge everything at one go and burst. Okay, so let's just say I want to burst over here. Alright, go in. Let's go in. Look at how the effect. Look at the effect. The effect is absolutely amazing over here. This is the brand new effect when you basically charge it up. We're using this one over here. Alright, this is absolutely amazing. And of course, this is also as well. So there is also a new ending effect on the screen. Right? If you were to see right now, I have like 10 seconds left. I don't want to proc it. Okay. I'm just gonna let it end, okay, and it will have an ending fading effect. I'll say it's coming soon. 3, 2, 1, and yeah, there we go. So that's the ending effect. It just fades away. Alright, it just fades away. Now I want to show you guys the full this skill over here. This is the normal version. Alright, just now when you see that one is the enhanced version, the one that you use with your hyper. So let's just say I want to go in. Alright, I'm just hit the mobs for a bit over here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna full buff everything over here. Pop, 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 and bam. Yeah, so that's how you burst right now, everybody. Alright, you don't need to worry about anything. It just burst, 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 burst. And of course, remember your sun at the back. Remember to burst your sun. Blinds you to the heavens. And now this skill over here. Oh. It just ended. Let me go in and try and show you guys again. And you see, whenever I just dash over here, yeah, they actually changes it right now. So the sun, everybody. Okay, see, now they have 30 stacks. Yes, they have 30 stacks. It will just comes out. Look at that. Yeah, 3 of them over here already. Okay. So if your attack speed 0, is this the counter attack speed 0? I don't know, but hey, now that's 30 stacks, right? And it does like some blinding stuff over it, blinks, right? When you just slash it, then it just blinks. It's kind of annoying. Hope they fix that. Yeah, you can just keep just dashing over here, right? And then dashing, as you can see, yeah. Keep dashing. That's it. Okay, so yeah, Soulmaster changes over here. Very, very intense change, because there is quite a lot of insane changes, especially this one is actually pretty beautiful, everybody. Good shit, everybody. Moving on. Now Nachtwalker, everybody. Okay, this is a very important skill change over here. Your Shadow Servant. Okay, Shadow Servant is now 120 seconds cooldown. Okay, duration is 20 seconds now. They split the skill. Okay, previously you can actually teleport. All right, okay, let me just show you the skill. Okay, now you just summon like this. It just follows you behind. Yeah, it just follows you behind attack. And you can actually use this over here to summon another over here. And you can swap it 3 times. There we go. And go in, swap 2 times and 3 times. It splits into 2 skills now, okay? Do take note, this splits into 2 skills now. Okay, now, let's just say I want to show you how it looks like when I have more shadow partner over here, everybody. Okay, I'm just going to go in again. I am going to use auto buff. As you can see, I can add this over here as well, which is actually really good. Okay, now I'm going to use this. Okay, and you'll be able to see I can summon one of my shadow over here. Okay, alright, and summon. Okay, that's over there already. Now, oh, it will follow you right now. Okay, all of them will follow you right now. Look at that. All of them will follow you right now. So you can swap between all of them. All of the shadows will follow you. Right, that shadow over there will just be a dummy to swap between. Right, it doesn't hit any mob. It doesn't attract anything. It's just an extra function for you to summon. Okay, just to take note. Alright, this is an extra function for you to summon over there. And also you have a very nice dash over here as well. Yeah, so really good stuff. Okay, so that's for the side. And one more thing, because Nightlord has it, Nightwalker also has it. When you use the iframe, okay, for those guys who don't know, yeah, you can use the iframe over here. You can actually attack now when you're using the iframe, everybody. Right, it's really good. Absolutely amazing. Now that's basically it for Nightwalker, everybody. Now Windbreaker, everybody. Okay, or Wind Archer. Okay, so now Wind Archer Monsoon is now an iframe, everybody. 120 seconds iframe. 3 seconds iframe over here. Okay, so you use it, you get a 3 seconds iframe. Gucci for every 120 seconds. Now, a lot of Windbreaker will hate this skill because every time you use this skill, you gotta pause a bit. Now, when you are basically using the Hurricane skill, you can actually use this skill anytime you want with no delay, everybody. Okay, you can see the skill with E over here. Okay, I'm not using it, and I'm just gonna use it. Oh, there we go. The quality of life changes over here, everybody. Alright, you don't need to worry about, oh, you need to stop. Then already use the skill again. No, don't need. You just have to keep pressing it and then just click E all the way, everybody. And good shit. Okay, and also Wind Wall as a function to launch a whirlwind while attacking has been changed to a passive effect over here, everybody. Alright, this is absolutely amazing. Now, Luminous, the most discussed topic of the job balancing, everybody. Luminous gauge has been changed. It's been totally removed, everybody. Okay, so how it works is that now Luminous over here, a lot of changes. Okay, so now Armageddon does not have iframe anymore. It has been moved to a skill over here, which is the 3rd job skill over here, which is a Lumi Shade. Lumi Shade over here gives you a 3 seconds iframe for every 120 seconds, which is, looks like this. And we're gonna see, oh, not this one, wrong skill, this one. Yeah, there we go. That's the iframe over there. Okay, now, how does it work without the light and dark over here? I also said the equilibrium now changed to 20 seconds. Okay, and of course, the equilibrium over here has been changed to a 2nd job skill over here. And there's a new skill here, which is this one. This is basically your burst skill. Yes, your burst skill when you're in equilibrium. Well, every 120 seconds, you will get this burst skill over here. And this is an enhanced effect. Let me show you guys how it looks like over here, everybody. I'm gonna use the burst skill first. Okay, so this is how the burst skill looks like. It is a key down skill. Okay, it's a brand new skill, it's a key down skill. This is how it looks like. Yeah, it's pretty beautiful, I would say. Okay, it's pretty beautiful. Now, in order to use this skill when you are bursting, equilibrium mode over here. Okay, make sure you're gonna do this. Then you can just keep spamming. Yes, you can teleport over here as well, right? And this is how it looks like. Yeah, you can just use this. You can just teleport, right? Yeah, that's a stack over there. That's like 100 stacks. Okay, and of course there is also this skill over here, right? This is a very nice effect. They changed the effect over here, which is mobiles, everybody, mobiles. And of course you can use this skill over here as well. And of course your ender will still be here. Yeah, do take note. Yeah, all of this still be here. The rest of the skills are still the same. And only this one over here. Yeah, that's the different part of it, everybody. And you can see that there are also charges over here for this giant ball over here. You get a lot more charges. Basically you get more balls over here. It's like a lot of more balls over here. So let me try to use all the skills again to let you guys see how it works. Okay, so yeah, I'm going in and skill sequence. I'm gonna show you guys. I haven't even do skill sequence, so you can just do all this over here in the skill sequence, all in one go. You don't need to worry about anything. It's just all in one go. You guys do this. There we go. Yay! And then of course you keep spamming over here. Yeah, spam your key down skill, everybody. Your new key down skill, your new burst skill over here. Right? Keep spamming. When you're spamming, you cannot use any other skills. Yeah. And then after that, you keep spamming over here. Okay, spam until your skill ends. Okay, yeah, keep spamming all this over here, everybody. And you can just keep using this as well, right? And then you got a 18 seconds cooldown over there, and you can keep spamming ender. Okay, now every 120 seconds you do the burst. Okay, off burst every 60 seconds you use ender itself. Now that is Luminous, everybody. Luminous is a master to the black mage of the heaven. Moving on, everybody. Now next one, Xenon, everybody. When Mega Smasher. So when you use Mega Smasher now, you can actually move everybody. Yeah, you can just move over here. Look at that. Why much is that? Okay, you move over here. Okay, you leave it down over there. Let me show you again. Alright, a little bit too fast. 3.5 seconds, right? So now you don't need to charge anymore. Just use the skill and just go all the way. So you can just move and you say, oh, I'm gonna just leave it here, everybody. Oh yeah, look at that. Xenon at his finest with his Mega Smasher. Next one, the edgy class. Kain, everybody. Now, skill changes for Kain over here, everybody. We got a new skill over here, the dash skill. Okay, so it actually does damage for the dash for this one. This one actually does damage. Alright, so it's actually really good. But when you're up jump, you cannot dash. So you can only dash on ground over here. Just attacking over here, and then you just dash. Okay, that's how it looks like. Now, there's some changes over to the other skills as well. So, this skill is actually now a passive. Okay, you don't need to tap on it to actually summon the skill anymore. And you only need to toggle this right now, which is doubles. Okay, now, next one, which will be this one. This skill you can use it on air right now. Wow. Technology, everybody, finally. You can use it on air, everybody. Now, next one. This is the skill, Sneaky Sniping. Sneaky Sniping no more have charges. There's no more charges over here. You can just use it. It's a 40 seconds cooldown right now. Okay, for this one, 60 seconds. Okay, there we go. So it's actually really good, right? Absolutely amazing changes over here, everybody. Alright, Kain is one of the classes that have the least changes, but is pretty good in terms of the quality of life changes. They do have some changes over with the action delay as well, right? And also there's one more skill, which is the dash is now 7 seconds over there. Right, so that's basically it for Kain over here, everybody. Alright. Okay, Arc, everybody. Now, balls has been made passive, everybody. Very good stuff. Okay, and of course, with the balls making passive, this over here, the knife. Now, this is the very important part. Now, with the knife, you can put it at auto or you can put it at manual. But if you put it at manual, you're gonna get rewarded because there's a new skill over here. It's called the Chains of Hate. When you activate this skill, you basically increase your knives to 15 stacks over here. If you use it as auto, the auto proc will only proc 10 knives. If you use it manual, you will proc 15 knives over here. which is kind of insane. So let's just say I'm gonna use this, and of course I gotta use all of this over here, right? And I'm just gonna do an attack, right? I do an attack over here, right? Do all this. You can see it's 15 over here, everybody, right? I can just use 15 of them over here. It goes up very fast. It charges up really fast, right? Really fast over here, and then I just use up over here again, and it's 50. Okay, it actually is really good. The normal one you use it only is just 4, right? Now it actually charges it up really fast over here, and you just keep spamming it. You do the combo and whatever, and you can charge it up, and then you just use it. Good shit. Now I'm gonna show you guys another one or another skill because I already pressed it just now. Okay, so another skill which is this one. Yes, iframe. Right, now it uses MP. Right, so if you're going down, you can see 200 MP, 0.5 seconds. So you cannot stay there too long. Alright, and as you guys want to get your MP go down by a lot, then you're gonna stay there for a bit. Okay, so yeah, now there's other changes over here. So this is gonna be rewarding if you'll be able to proc it. Alright, normally, yeah, all the mains you guys proc it manually. For me, I'll just do it auto, but now you get rewarded for procking it manually over here, which is the brand new skill, which is this one. You can actually put it in the sequence as well. So don't worry, you can actually put it in the sequence. So it actually goes into your burst. Absolutely amazing, everybody. Now that's basically it for Arc. Oh, one more thing, not basically it. This skill over here, right? You're buying, it does not go dash in front anymore. Look at that. Right? You don't go in front anymore. They remove that shit. Okay, so you're just buying directly. Don't need to worry about moving in front. Alright, good shit. Now, really moving on once again, everybody. Your boy's favorite job, everybody. Zero! Yes, now Zero have some significant action delay changes over here. A lot of action delay has been reduced, okay, and time force for beta also has been reduced. You can see the giga crash over here, everybody. You can see all this 10 time force, 12 and 13 over here, everybody. So you can keep spamming your giga over here. Very nice. And you can see that the speed is insanely fast, and you will be wondering, Steve, bro, where is your aura? Well, the aura is now a passive. Yes, it's now a passive skill over here, everybody. Okay, it's super good. And now, your dash. Dash, left, right, center, up, down, north, south, east, west has been reduced by delay by 52% over here, everybody. Left, right, right? So you go up, left, right, left. Okay, you go up, left, right, left. Okay, so it has been reduced super fast, everybody. Alright, look at that. Woo! Absolutely amazing. The up has been reduced by 48%. So up, dash, up, dash, up. You cannot even do this last time. I gotta tell you this shit. You cannot even do this last time. This is actually pretty insane, okay? So the reduction over here is actually pretty damn good over here, everybody, okay? Now, with this, there's also an action delay with the rolling. So if you link rolling together, oh, look at that. What was that, bro? Bro. Rolling assault be rolling on the deep, my G. Hell yeah. But there's also a nerf in throwing weapons. Advanced throwing weapon and throwing weapon. There's a damage reduction when you activate as an assist. Now, if you assist, damage reduction increases from 25% to 40%. So yeah, for those of you guys who keep using the throwing weapon over there, alright, keep using throwing weapon, is now 40% reduction if you are tagging out. So if throwing weapon over here, right, and then you go in throwing weapon again, like this, 40% damage reduction, everybody, right? If you are an assist, okay. Good shit. Now, next one. Let's use this one as well. Yes, yeah. Shadow Flash action delay reduced by 25%. 25%. Gonna go here, gonna go here, but gonna go here. Oh, good shit. I'm coming over here, coming down. Woo, good shit, everybody. Absolutely amazing, my guy. Alright, let me go and restart my skill again. I'm gonna show you a full burst of how it actually looks like. And you might be wondering, how fast is it right now, everybody? Okay, I'm gonna show you how fast is it right now. Look at that. This is insanely fast. Okay, I'm gonna just do a quick buff up over here and come down over here and just keep spamming. I'm just gonna keep spamming over here. All right, I'm gonna go switch. Okay, going on and shadow flash, and spam. Okay, spam, and keep continue spamming. You can see my time force is actually pretty consistent. Previously, you need to worry about your time force on beta. Now, you don't need to worry about your time force on beta because when you actually swap, they actually reduce the time force over here, which is actually really good. And last time you went your burst, right? After you burst, you gotta use like, your time distortion over here to continue bursting because your time force is not enough for beta. Now you don't need to, right? You can just continue using it, right? Like this. And also shadow flash, and keep doing it. Woo! Good shit, everybody. Good shit. Okay, yeah. So that's for zero, everybody. Absolutely amazing. Now for the finale, everybody. The job that I almost forgot. Fortunately, Cadena, everybody. Alright, so Cadena is a good change over here. Alright, there's a good change of your there's a good change of the Beyblade. You can use it in the air. Alright, and of course this one, the Maelstrom. Right, the function that reduces the attack speed, right, has been actually removed. So basically, you can just keep using it over here, right? I can keep using it. There we go. Yeah. It's just 2 hits right now, so yeah, just keep using it, and then there we go. Yeah. Look at that. The attack speed doesn't reduced anymore. Okay, which is actually really good shit. Okay, you can just keep using it, and like this. Alright, keep using it, and there's no damage reduction over there. Okay, now that's basically it for all the changes. Alright, and the skill balancing, your boy is as high as a horse over here, my guy. It is absolutely insane. Hope you guys get some insights of all the job balancing changes over here. It is absolutely insane. This is the second part of the job balancing. There will be a third part of the job balancing in October, everybody. Okay, as always, thank you very much for tuning in to this video. The background didn't even change because I went into the wrong map. Never mind, high as hell, everybody. Good shit. As always, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay awesome, everybody, and stay safe, and bye-bye. Soulmaster. Let's take a look at Soulmaster over here, everybody. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my. Oh, Jesus Christ. That shit bright as fuck, bro. God damn, holy mama, what's going on? Oh, damn. Oh, bling, everybody. Holy mama. Hey, go on. Oh, Jesus. You dead.